Hi everybody, welcome in to Astraea Love. I hope that you guys are doing well today. All right, so let's go ahead and start off. If you have not drank any water today, go get some water. If you haven't eaten anything and you're not fasting, go get something to eat. You can always pause this video and come back to it later when you are feeling right, okay? So all readings are for entertainment purposes only. This is a reading for the collective, so you need to be able to use your best discernment. Feel free to take what resonates with you and leave what does not for the person that it's meant for. Again, everything that I'm reading right now is in the description box below, so I would like you to become very familiar with it. All my messages are timeless and prophetic, which means whenever you get to this reading, it'll be the current energy. There could be one thing that's going on or multiple things that's happening. Okay. Anytime I'm ringing this bell of positivity, we are inviting positivity into our lives. Okay. So if you feel like any of this information really resonates with you and you decide to take it with you from the reading, make sure that you follow up with a professional in the field of that advice before applying the advice to your life. That's just being responsible with the energy and with what is being channeled. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, before, during, and after the reading, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. Do not shoot the messenger, and do not harm the prophets of God. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next part. We ask the Most High God be with us now for this reading and for every other reading. And then I ask that the Most High God continue to bless me and my collective. Thank you, Most High. Please continue to order our steps when dealing with anything in the psychic realms, okay? I also call upon all the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, to work coincidingly with the Most High God. Please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth and safety. I am eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name. Lord, my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay. I'm seeing this card right here, and it says, the Lord protects and preserves them. They are counted among the blessed in the land. He does not give them over to the desire of their foes. The Lord sustains them on their sick bed, and restores them from their bed of illness. I was feeling way sick yesterday during the reading. I had the worst headache. It was like the freaking worst headache. It was crazy. Anyways, I'm better now, but that it was that, like, when I was feeling so sick, it was that quote that we went over yesterday in yesterday's reading that really helped me get out of the thick of it. So if you are new here, welcome in. If you're not new here, welcome in. And anybody that comes into the chat, welcome to you guys as well. All right, so you guys can send me a $10 super chat with a question. I will answer your question, okay? But basically, the reading that we're doing today is about money. I just heard money bags. So somebody is about to come into some amount of money. This is going to be justice for somebody. It's definitely justice for somebody to come into money. And this justice, so somebody was trying to drain your money last night is what I'm picking up on. All right. They do this around the first of the month. Be careful of who you let in your home around the first of the month. Be careful of who you let in your home ever, actually. Let me just restate that. I need to get some lotion on my hands are really dry. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Also, somebody was trying to do fat spells on somebody else. I figured that out yesterday and returned that shit back to the sender. So somebody is going to be feeling like 30 pounds overweight because they were trying to cause you to gain 30 pounds. Again, I don't know how fat magic works, but it causes you, I'm pretty sure, to overeat or to eat in your sleep. And so I asked that the Most High God, please stop all fat spells, any obesity spells, any eat too much spells, any eat in the middle of the night spells. All right. So let's just say this person who has been attacking you is in the tower. I can't get rid of that tower card. So that's what's going to be their first card today. They are in the tower. And they're in the tower because you have money. It feels like the devil kind of told this person that to stop your progression forward, the easiest way to do that would be to stop your money. However, this person is in the 10 of Swords for doing so, which means they're bottoming out. Trouble is on the way. They're thinking like a victim. In the Tower card, it says that they must get rid of someone or something before the future will change or before anything will get better. This person is now in the 10 of Swords. They feel like a victim. They're acting like a victim. I feel like last month was the first month that they weren't able to have full access to your energy. And since then, it's just been getting less and less access that these people are having to your energetic field and to what comes to you. Again, you're dealing with people who are destiny thieves, destiny swappers, and money thieves. Like somebody let somebody in their house. Wow. The justice comes out. You're getting justice at this time. This is because you're in public recognition. Somebody is seeing you. This is why you're getting justice and why they're in the 10 of Swords. They thought that they were going to steal this. They thought that they were going to obstruct this justice like indefinitely. That's not possible, you guys. It's just not possible. So, yeah, I feel good that you guys are getting your energy back. You're getting your body back from what this person was doing. They're a fucking shithead. I'm not kidding. This person's wretched. But yeah, you're still getting fame, public recognition, honor, success, and you're going to get justice. And you may even publicly get this justice. The Hierophant. So there could be a Hierophant group that this person was working with, or this Hierophant could be somebody's father. They could be somebody that you know. I'm getting that it's a positive energy. You know what? You could even be Catholic, and this Hierophant could be still watching over you. Either way, you're getting justice for whatever this person had planned against you. Four of Wands, creative goals and projects will be completed. Ideas are plentiful. You guys, this is your wish fulfillment. It's also you getting your goals completed. You feel really alive and excited about the future. A period of freedom and new choices begin. So that's what's happening for you. You're getting a period of new choices and freedom, and they're getting a lot of the old. Again, all of the shut up spells have been returned to sender, reversing cursed back onto the individual that was doing that. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to this person. See, you are progressing because you remain in hermit mode. You didn't allow this person who came in as a friend to move in with you. I don't know, like that's part of what they wanted to do, but you make decisions cautiously. You also take the advice that comes from other people because you're not ignorant. Now, I also feel like you guys are this high priestess energy, and that's a big problem for these people because they're carrying the 10 of Wands. This person, I am not kidding. I probably should have labeled this person is trying to put you in prison. They're about to go to jail. Whoever this person is, I'm picking up on a feminine and a masculine energy. So now that we know that, I kind of want to go right into the Money Moves Oracle deck. And this already is looking really cool. I am way digging that sigil right there on the front of the card. Isn't that like magical looking? Okay. So this is going to give you a little bit more insight. You could be using your high priestess abilities, aka your psychic abilities, to make money. That could be what this fuss is about. When I say fuss, I mean literal fuss. Somebody's throwing a fit because you're going to be allowed to practice whatever spirituality you practice, and you're going to be able to make money from it, which you should. It would. Love life, free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. Beautiful picture, you guys. So you have positivity in your love life. And I also feel like you are loving and you're being loved right now by others around you. You're going to have a lot of people supporting whatever this new business venture is. Loyalty. Beautiful. I really like this, the effect on these cards. These are very cool pictures. True friendship and loyalty are among the most important value. Be loyal to your friends. So there was a friend, like I was picking up on, that was not loyal to you, which is a problem. Investments. Investments made will have positive results that bring in prosperity. Invest wisely. This is supposed to look like some type of graph. I'm pretty sure. Stock market graph or something like that, going up and down and all that. So what you invest in today will be what you reap that's part of your profit tomorrow, if that makes sense. I'm seeing this star power, you guys. It says, become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity, step into the spotlight. So you could very well, with the Six of Wands, that's just double confirmation, stepping into the spotlight. Mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data with logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. Anytime you lead with your mind, I'm going to tell you to always lead with the mind that exists within your heart, but still leading with your mind is better than leading with another genital part. You know what I'm saying? Also, somebody could be going on vacation soon. Or money tree, dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. You guys are coming into wealth. Resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. I am being guided to tell you that what comes in today, save half of that if you can. If you can save even a quarter of what comes in, okay? That's going to be really important for you guys. Because then when you, in the future, on a said rainy day, you'll be able to have access to the resources that you need. You also, guys, could be leveling up in your careers right now. Fruits of labor. It is time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. Look at that beautiful money tree. I mean, that one said money tree, but I am digging this. This is fruits of your. Hey, welcome in, Cafayette. Blessed evening, wherever you are. So yeah, fruits of your labor, money coming in. This is, a lot of times, like, I think that my father told me about something like this one time. But sometimes people will work their whole lives and they'll never really get to see the fruits of their labors. The fruits of their labors ends up going to their children. That is not the case in your case here. You're going to see the fruits of your labor in this lifetime. It's this, and know that with money comes another, amount of responsibility, right? That's just logically, we know that with more money comes responsibility. Make sure that when this money comes in, that you have a financial advisor, um, or something like that. Okay. There could be equivalent things to that, but somebody that's going to help you invest your money wisely. Okay. Spiritual work, open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. So yeah, this is just confirmation that no matter what your divine, I like how this card matches my background. Whatever your divine life purpose is, it does have to do with spiritual work, with healing and helping other people, possibly reading birth charts. I was looking at this investment like it was like almost like a birth chart. But yeah, it could be doing a bunch of different things. You could be a Diksha. It's Diksha. You could be a Diksha person, you know, um, starting a meditation group. These are all different ideas that are just coming to my mind right now. But yeah, there is money insured to you through this star power, through the mind power, and through this spiritual work. Wellness, ensure your body is nourished, join a gym and regain strength, live a healthier lifestyle. So this could just be talking about incorporating a new, workout regimen into your and I do feel like abundance, if you can dance, shake your money tree, you'll be able to create prosperity that way as well. New beginning, you will start a new job and life, clean sweep over. So yeah, hit the reset button. It may be very beneficial for you to hit the reset button at this time. Duality, do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. This is what a lot of people want you to do, is they want you to only look at one aspect of them. And if you're a Gemini, you know about this, right? Like that everybody has two aspects. And technically we all, in our birth chart, we have every zodiac sign, and we go through, because it's all a cycle, right? The placements that are coming forward that I'm being guided to tell you about, to look at in your birth chart. One is your Chiron placement. Okay, what is your ascending? What is your south node? What is your north node? There is a money wound that I'm feeling. It's not coming from this lifetime. It's more of like a vow of poverty, a vow of poverty. It's more of like a vow of poverty that's been lingering from another lifetime, and it's still here, and it's waiting for you. So you could have been impoverished at some point in your life. That's not what this lifetime is meant to be for you. Okay. Also, I feel like you guys could be influencers through social media. Limitations. Fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries, especially when it comes to financial situations. Okay. Do not be and worry about financial situations. That will literally create the blockages that will keep you from moving up. And I do see that you are moving up. And that's career is on the rise, new offers, new opportunities, and a salary increase. So that's what you guys have waiting for you. It could even be a brand new job. Like it could be a whole new job. But somebody is trying to, I feel so stupid saying this because it's not possible to, somebody wants to steal your upgrade that's coming from your higher self, aka your soul, aka your Ori, however you look at it. Okay. You have passed in some type of financial initiation. That's why this high priestess energy is here. You're also using your psychic and spiritual abilities to tap in and to help yourself and to help others. I'm getting that you guys, like Kafayet, you are doing a lot of alchemy at this time. I also am getting that if you haven't been fasting, intermittent fasting may be something you want to try out, especially if you feel like you're being blocked. This person that it was coming for your money, they're in the Nine of Swords, which is woe is me. There's sleepless night. Good. I'm so glad that you are, because I was definitely being guided to tell you that just remind you of the story of Shiva, how he sits in bliss, that blissful meditation for so long, that's a state of being that through what I'm being told through yoga and through meditation, through even exercise, that you can reach that euphoric, um, positive, blissful spiritual state. And it's when you're in that energy that everything becomes open to you. You can like literally look at the world like it's your oyster. And not everybody else is going to be able to have that experience. I feel like you eventually will be a guru leading people to live healthier lives and to be more connected to the divine. I also feel like you guys are learning about different foods. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, if they're showing up in your dreams and nothing bad is happening, I would say that that's a very good sign. But always be aware of people that show up in your dreams, because especially if it's a bad dream, then you want to be aware of who that is, because that could be a warning. But if when you have deities showing up in your dreams, it's basically they're standing in front of these other people. Yeah, absolutely, coming from different angles. Absolutely. Um Shiva's got a tool that it's a trident. It's a very powerful weapon. That's what I'm seeing is like being put in your energetic field while you're sleeping. And that's why the attacks have not, like, that's why you're not in the tower. This person intended to have you in the tower. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And so I feel like these sleep attacks, this is kind of all coming to a head, or it's coming to a close. This was to put you into your high priestess energy while you're asleep and while you're awake. When I look at the high priestess and the Hierophant, I see that you have higher learning. You're also very well suited for a career in medicine, religion, and healing. That's why I was picking up like guru, but really yoga instructor. All of these things are going to help you. Especially if you feel like you have any underlying health concerns, yoga is going to be a really important part of your life. You have been receiving the angel number from the dream state. Okay, that's a good 1909 is actually a really good number. The number 1 is always going to be about new beginnings, starting fresh. And then 9 is about endings. So it means that there is a new beginning that's creating an ending. Then you have the power of 0, which is the God force. So you saw 55 today. That's another powerful one. That's double the amounts of change coming in for you. So this is really beautiful energy, though. I'm glad to say that this person has lost their grip on your energetic field. Whatever they were doing in the past, it's not working now. And I feel like this person, I really was picking up on somebody that wanted to frame somebody else. Very strange behavior. You also have Hanuman that carries around a club, and he literally will whack people upside the head energetically with this club. And that's what he's been doing. Anytime somebody tries to put a hook into your energy field, you got Hanuman coming through. And he's one of my favorites. I really like the Lovecraftian H.P. Lovecraft was an author in America. And again, a long time ago. I mean, not super long ago, but like maybe in the 1900s. So anyways, he wrote a few stories about like Hanuman and about Shiva. And I really like his take on those energies, because they're just great stories. I get that these people that are attacking you, they are of all of different races. So maybe you are helping people of different races. I feel like whatever your business is, you're going to be expanding it to the entire world. Yeah, this 6 of Pentacles energy, this breadcrumbing energy, this is what this person wanted you to be experiencing. And now they're experiencing being breadcrumbed by the universe. And this is justice for you, though, because you had to go through so much stuff to get to where you are. And I'm really proud of you guys. I feel like you guys are getting past the blockages that in the past were really standing in the way. Yeah, you got like King of Pentacles energy all day. That is your energy, which means that you are devoted to civic, philanthropic type of activities. I feel like you have a very good intuition. Yes. Okay, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. TikTok, I heard, is a really good platform. Yes, your ancestors are beyond angry. Like I was saying, Hanuman's like literally beating people upside the head with his club. I don't mean to laugh about that, but it is kind of funny. These people were really, really stupid for doing this. They wanted to put you in the 10 of swords and not realizing that the law of attraction works the way the law of attraction works. And then it's like, that's what they attracted in because that's what they wanted. Yes, they've been taken out of your dreams in the 5D for sure. For sure. And Rebecca, I feel like you are going to be monetizing your TikTok channel. Okay. But give it some time. Make sure that you are creating content that can reach a wide spectrum of people. I feel like some of the most popular TikToks are people talking about their relationships and how their relationship went bad. I've seen so many of those. So you definitely have lessons that you can teach other people. Really? You saw it in your dream and it was buried. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Anytime you see something buried in your dream, it means that the earth is growing something for you. So that's what anything that you bury, whether it's a witchcraft item or a plant, it's going to grow. That's what you have to know about the earth's energy. But if you're working with the earth, it'll take a little bit longer than if you were to burn a candle because that's very fast. Fire and air is very fast acting. But you guys are coming into this King of Pentacles energy. You also may have somebody who comes in as a mentor that with the Hermit energy that is a King of Pentacles that can help you get your finances in order. I feel like somebody's about to go viral. Yeah, so this person that we are speaking of that is opposing you and opposing your money. Beware of them. This is the energy they're in. They're in the Four of the Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Which means guard your possessions. This person really needs to guard their possessions because somebody's about to steal from them. And then when somebody steals from them, they're going to want to steal from you. And boom, that's when God is going to smack them down. Like literally, God has already given all of the other gods and deities permission to mollywop this person in the spirit realm. He's like, if they come near my collective, because again, you have to understand the Most High has secret and helpers all over the world. It's not just like one. I think people think that there's just one type of chosen person. No, there's people that have answered the call when God called, like you, Kafayette. There's people all over the world. So again, that's why there's so many different systems of different religions and deities that work underneath the Most High God, basically to protect everybody. And it's a great way to connect because their higher self is the Most High, the source of all things. Again, I don't think of the Most High as so much as a being as it's a creating source element. Yes. Good. Good. So this person, they want to do some type of embezzlement scam. Okay. They're going to have a lack of control over their circumstances and the events of the future. I'm not kidding. Like someone may cheat them out of payment for their services. This could have been this person you're dealing with could have been somebody that did cheat you out of payment for your services. If you've been cheated out of payment for your services, that's who this person is. They're definitely working for that energy. Or they're on that type of time. I feel like you guys have new opportunities coming in. This April is going to be a month. And again, if you end up watching this video when it's not in April, you'll still be able to look at April and see that it's going to be a month of growth and expansion. What you water will grow. And so make sure you're watering your side of the fence. proverbially, because that's the most important thing. The thing is, when you look at somebody else's grass, like that whole, simile or whatever, you look at somebody else's grass, you are basically like that grass could be astroturf, and that's why it could look like that. Yes. Yeah. Being open, being very grateful, and then knowing that what you plant right now, because like we're still in a new moon right now. Okay. So new moons are for planting new things. Whatever this, and that could be why you saw something buried in your dream, because you planted something new and you're going to be waiting for that to come into full fruition. As somebody's going to end up being the King of Pentacles. So this person working against you, they're about to lose all of their financial. I'm also getting that I'm getting some spy energy off of this Page of Swords card. Somebody was trying to pocket watch you, like count your pockets. Just remember that this person is carrying a 10 of Wands and they're about to go into prison for whatever this is, this money scam crap. And if somebody was doing anything fraudulent in your guys' names and then putting your guys' names down, they're getting caught the fuck up for that. That's like something that's probably very illegal to it's called perjury, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, doing this stuff underneath the moon. I honestly feel like this is a message that was coming through the other day. Somebody has gone to the length of trying to deep fake images and videos of you doing illegal activity. And this is the quality of this shit is low vibrational quality. If anybody ever took you to court and tried to accuse you of some shit you didn't do and they had all this AI evidence, you would easily, this is why this person is so stupid. Okay. God may do something like this so that you can end up getting a payment from this person for probably the rest of your life. So yeah, if they try to deep fake anything on the web, I don't know. I was getting that somebody would say that you are a trafficker, that you're doing something bad, and it's what they're doing. You can easily have any type of computer person that looks at pictures look at that footage to say this is not real footage. Like, yes, this child in the picture is real, but all this other crap is AI generated, or it's, layered, pick the photoshopped, whatever. Like the person that did this is not very intelligent and they're not very skilled at what they're doing. They didn't get a professional to do this stuff. So again, like I feel like their lawyer is warning them and advising them not to bring this false evidence forward. And now it's getting time for them to go to court for something, and they need to have this false evidence on you, and all they've got is fake evidence, and it's going to land them. This person is in the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like they were in the 5 of Pentacles last month, and they're going to be in the 5 of Pentacles this month. Well, this next month of April. So yeah, so I would say this month, because we're still in March, and next month. The moon also talks about moon magic, hidden enemies, bad luck for these people. They're in major bad luck. This person also has somebody that's about to betray them. And it's this Knight of Cups in the reverse energy. This person does not want to go to hell or go to jail because of this other person. But beware that you do have somebody still looking at your money. This person could want to get back. If you're a divine feminine, this Knight of Cups in the reverse energy, I'm going to read the description on him. This is somebody that is in their 40s, attractive, prone to jealousy and mood swings, unfaithful in love, not capable of commitment to one person, dishonest, lives in a fantasy world. In love, he will break your heart. He may cause you to develop a long-term distrust of men. Okay, so if this person cheated on you, they're in the 9 of Swords about that. Whatever this person has done to F up the relationship between you two. But knowing that this is the general description that Spirit's giving of this person, they're looking at your pockets, they're looking at whatever you're doing now, and they realize that they really screwed up, and they want a second chance. I am being guided to tell you, in no way, shape, or form, they tried to blackmail you. Absolutely. I'm definitely getting that type of vibe for sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Anybody trying to tell you to send them money and keep it a secret, that is a scam. So always use a pendulum or ask your higher self. But yeah, in no way, shape, or form, this man is going to come in to test somebody, and it's about taking this person back. In no way, shape, or form are you to take this person back. If you do, everything that you're working on to build will go to down the shitter, basically. Hi, Swami. Oh, welcome in. I hope that you have a good night as well. And you can always come back to this reading, when it's not bedtime. But yeah, I'm being guided to tell you that if this person from the past, yes, never take this person back. Never take this person back. And what another thing that I'm getting is that this person causes every female that they get with, they cause breast cancer in them. And it's because this person is not capable. They're prone to jealousy and mood swings, and they're unfaithful in love, and they're not capable of a commitment to one person. So I feel like this person's also is some type of warlock. Maybe they weren't when you got with them in the beginning, but now this person is practicing magic. Wow. And they're trying to hide from religion while practicing magic. That's crazy. Yeah, this man, yeah, is still attached to a Queen of Wands, okay, in the reverse. And this is a witch. So this indicates a woman that's over 30, cool, frosty demeanor, classically attractive but aloof, plays games with men's feelings. Wow, it sounds like these people are perfect for each other. It says this person will be unfaithful, naturally thin and attractive without effort, self-absorbed and selfish, not interested in career advancement, works because she has to, controlling, manipulative, and vindictive. This person is lazy. Straight up lazy. You're going to be getting some good news soon with this Two of Pentacles about this situation kind of just being over with. Because you got the Two of Pentacles, you're going to be getting a good news about a Ten of Pentacles, which is an inheritance or a gift of money. This could be an inheritance coming from God. You could have cried out to God and asked them, where is my portion? Well, God's about to give you your portion. This also talks about investing in the stock market, which was something that came up in the money cards that we just used, the money oracle. This also says plan for long-term game. I feel like and that's exactly, Rebecca, that's exactly what you're doing. Or Becky, that's exactly what you're doing. This Two of Pentacles, you are going to continue. Okay, even if it seems like, gosh, I've made 50 TikToks and it's not catching on. Just know that people that you're not comparing yourself with anybody else. It's literally not a race. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but every day that I come here and I help the public and I do my job, I gain 1 or 2 more people, and I'm not losing people, and glory be to God for that. And so that's what I want you to think. Even if what you create right now you only see 1 or 2 people liking it or interacting with it, does not mean 5 months from now, when you're still creating, that somebody else is going to find your page and then they're going to go boom, like, I'm going to use I'm going to use your videos in my video because I love what you're talking about so much. So that's what I'm getting, is that even if it feels like, oh, thank you guys so much, you guys are so awesome too. Even if it feels like it's like, oh, I'm just not getting anywhere, know that if you give up, the only way you're ever going to fail is if you give up. These people that are saboteurs, like literal saboteurs, they self-sabotage themselves, but they sabotage others. They're not going to be able to keep up with you. And you definitely have this Queen of Wands energy who's trying to compete with you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is definitely the best advice that's going to probably come through tarot, like when it comes to this situation, because literally God's just saying, do not, just like how God will never, despite whatever happens or whatever you do in life, the Most High is never going to give up on you. And so it's like, that's what people need to understand, is that we don't understand what God's doing in other people's lives, but God's making an example out of these 2 people, because I feel like they massively tried to betray you in some type of way. And this shit was like straight up uncalled for. These people are going to be in the 5 of Pentacles, and then this person's going to be really wishing that they had you in their life for stability. And no, we are attracting positivity here. And that's exactly what I feel like you need to just keep doing, is just keep going. So yeah, don't get frustrated. Enjoy the now. Yeah, they tried and they failed. Enjoy the now moment of creating your content, of doing the work that you do that you love. Enjoy that now moment of that, and just stay in the energy of loving what you do, and you will always be successful. You may have had to cut these people off in the past. This is why your energy, like your energy is getting so much better. So much better. And this is why. This is why. It's because you cut these people off. They were walking around with this moon magic freaking 5 of Pentacles energy. Oh, thank you so much, Amelia. They were walking around with that. Just, yes, you are living your best life. You are living your best life. And the great thing about this is that the Queen of Swords is somebody who's gotten wise from life's experiences. I feel like this was all a huge lesson for you, and now you're ready to receive the blessing. I'm also getting big energy of the 2 of Wands, which this is you having a creative goal, new ideas, and they're going to be very successful. I feel like the days of you having to battle this devil energy are just over. This devil energy is done. Yes, big blessings are coming. And I feel like also that these blessings are coming in multiple different ways. Somebody may be getting a new pet, okay? Some of you may be getting a new child, or not getting one, but, having a new child. Of course, I don't see that being for a couple of years, but I still feel like if there was something that from your past that you wanted, that you felt, yes, that you are, and you felt like maybe God wasn't going to give that to you, you have passed this test. See, the moon talks about people's faith being tested. Yeah, by the grace of God, you're going to absolutely receive what you asked for. And so I don't feel like you even need to be very specific with that, because God already knows what's in your heart. And this is why God will never abandon you, because God knows what your heart is. God has walked away from these people and has had it with these 2 people. I really feel like this Queen of Wands energy, both of these people are cheaters, and they want to cheat you out of something that the Holy Spirit is giving you. That's not possible. I mean, this is something that this is why they can't move forward, because you have the Holy Spirit locking them down. And when I say locking them down, I mean the Holy Spirit is like literally holding a hand over this devil's throat saying, "You're done here, devil." And so it's got these people in the 5 of Cups. They were all fine cheating on you and doing all of this nonsense. But now that they see you doing something new with your life that doesn't involve them, they're all jealous about that. But you're exactly right. This is all about your birthright, you guys. Like, seriously about your birthright. And that's why I'm saying that this is not just something that you're meant to do. This is part of your birthright. If you were to look at the definition of your first name, it would give you little bits and pieces of this Holy Spirit energy, this loving family, joy, and inner peace. All of that stuff is coming in. And I feel like you can let your guard down because you have passed this test. Of course, these people are going to try to come back in some type of way, or they're going to try to contact you and ask you if you're okay. Don't respond back to this person. It's none of their business whether you're doing okay or not. They're only asking that because they want to know if this last bitch of this last bitch, I was to say this last batch of magic, but this last batch of magic, they want to see if it worked. It did not work. It's been fully returned to sender. And you didn't even have to speak. God just knew. It was like how I was saying how Shiva has a trident or a trishula, something like that, but it's got 3 prongs on it, from what I understand. This tool is literally in your energetic field, and it's returning everything back to sender. And so you don't really have to do anything. Just when you become aware of these people's energies, because you'll know when they're playing around in your energy. I feel like they use the moon and they use the nighttime energies to try to steal something from you. And I feel like these people may try to apologize to you, and even that is not real. It's definitely an illusion. This Queen of Wands could have been a friend of yours from the past. Like they thought that this betrayal against you was going to break you, and it's made you stronger. Absolutely. You have the world opening up for you. The Holy Spirit to the world. Yes, that shows me right here that you have a contract with the Holy Spirit. I remember the day that the Holy Spirit came to me. Actually, it was at nighttime. It was many, many years ago, and asked me to be the divine feminine to a divine masculine. And this is the same type of energy where the Holy Spirit will come down and ask you to do things. I feel like you're just basically being asked to do help yourself with your gifts and abilities and help those that are less fortunate. And that's how you're going to help save the world and make the biggest difference, you know. You're also going to be attracting in your soul tribe, and yes, it would be a fake apology. If they tried to offer anything, it would just be completely fake. It's just because they want to get back. See, these people did not know your door to value, and thank God for that, because if they did know your door to value, they would have done a lot more to you and possibly wouldn't have let you go. You know, you could have been feeling like this Knight of Cups in the reverse was somebody that you were meant to be with, but that was an illusion that this person was casting. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is bringing everybody to a major crossroads, because now these people in the above row, they have to find a new way to make money, and they need to find a new, like, you could have even been paying this person's rent or some shit like that when they were living with you. You could have been paying all of the bills. They're at a crossroads right now. They're very much in regret because they have to take care of themselves. They're not able to ride your coattails anymore, which is fine. Which means you're finally free of that. It's just crazy. Also, I feel like you might be getting asked to go on a vacation soon. I got vacation twice. You could be having a change of residence, change of job, change of scenery. This is all of these things are going to benefit you. Or you could be taking yourself on a little mini vacation. I vote yes for this. I also feel like every time you help yourself, you're helping somebody else. So whatever it is that you're creating, other people, yes, you are definitely. The universe is so grateful for you. That's why this world card, I know that everything's going to work out just fine. You also have the energy of the star, which came through the money deck that we did as well. And so this star energy is part of what's going to make you go viral. And there's actually 8 stars on the card. There's actually 8 stars. So I feel like you possibly have 8 to 10 stars, not famous people, but actual stars in the heavens that are guiding you and helping you through this, time. I feel like now is the time to plant what you want to grow for your harvest, for your biggest harvest for this year. And so I feel like what you're planting is, you know what? I just looked at the star. The star is the Aquarius. I am just looking at the star, and I noticed that she has like a pudgy little belly. It looks like mine. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, you guys could even be coming into alignment with the Aquarius energy. And because Aquarius is an air sign, but they're also a water sign. Oh, I'm so thankful for you guys too. Seriously. I'm so grateful that I have a collective of people that are literally, I've had lifetimes with you guys. And so I'm really glad that this star energy is here. I feel like what was bound in the heavens is now being loosed on the earth, and it's being loosed in the heavens. And it's this new Aquarian age energy. This has got you on another timeline, and it's got these other people on a timeline where they're about to go through a death. I mean, they're going to be experiencing a death that's unavoidable. It's also an ending to you being spied upon. Whoever was spying upon you or tracking you or watching you, God's going to be giving this person so many issues, and there's going to be so many deaths. Again, if there is a death that occurs with one of these people that were attacking you spiritually, and then they try to contact you about a death, don't, like, let's say that this was this person's mother that passes, okay? This is a backfire from what they were trying to do to you. Don't go to any type of funeral, unless you really feel like close to that person. But if it's anybody that passes away that it's attached to these people, you don't need to be anywhere near it. They got themselves in the 5 of Wands over trying to take away your blessings and somebody was trying to prove to the world that you're not chosen, and that shit backfired. And yes. Okay, so Kafaya, you're a Libra, but you have high, I'm seeing Gemini and Pisces placement. Yeah, exactly. I don't go to funerals. Like, maybe if my my parents both are dead, and so I didn't even go to their funerals. And so yeah, I just don't go to funerals. You know, I don't have any attachment to the body because the soul's not in there. That's totally weird to me, but I'm not a person that goes to funerals. And when people die, I don't really grieve that bad, like, because I actually get to know them much better when they're dead, because I can speak to the dead. And so I get to know them actually as they are, not the mask that they had on when they were alive. But yeah, these people were definitely abusing their power. Whoever this person cheated on you with, they're experiencing the ultimate betrayal. Like, their ultimate betrayal for you has caused them to be an ultimate betrayal. They're having massive arguments with this person that they thought was better than you. And maybe they didn't even think that this person was better than you. They just, this person's obviously not able to be committed to anybody. And they're a cheat. They're a liar and a cheat and a scammer. So somebody is going to definitely betray these people. And when that happens, you may get a phone call, you may get a text message about how these people were planning to betray you. Again, I was picking up that somebody has been trying to use AI to fake some shit, right? And this is the stupidest thing, because like I was saying, if this is not, probably not, the evidence is not, it's circumstantial, and it's not something even solid enough that would take you and make you actually get a summons to go to court. These people are really retarded, because they're going to have all you would have to do is get anybody that could look at pictures, that knows about computers, and there's some type of computer analyst, have them look at the evidence, and it'll all be faked evidence. I'm getting that somebody could be screenshotting pictures of you and then trying to add things into the pictures. This just looks hella fake, and it feels fake. And I feel like if there is a court case that's already going that you don't know about, that these people have embarrassed themselves, and that the jury or whoever already knows that these people are lying about you. But this is definitely about wanting your resources, but not the resources that are physical, wanting your resources that come from God. Yes, they will face each other with their own swords. They will be falling on their own knives. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about planting what you want, because the 3 of Cups, this is a really good harvest coming in for you. So this could be like, TikTok. This could be, I'm getting that you should do more than just TikTok, do TikTok and YouTube. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but if that's what you're wanting to do, is be a content creator, then you might as well get started on it. Hey, are you frustrated? I'm so sorry about that. Yes. Well, I definitely. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Okay, I pray for you right now. This really fell out. The Chariot. Yes, this person was trying to frame you with the police. Stupid. The police know that these people are fucking lying. That's so stupid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, okay. So what's happening, Ragnarok, is that when you're going to sleep, you're going into a portal. There's some type of like portal that you're going into. So what's happening is it's happening in the dream state, but because you're going into a portal that's not a positive portal, it's kind of like a black hole. You're going into that. You're coming into contact with beings that you normally wouldn't be like you wouldn't be connected to, basically. Yeah, it's definitely about this other, about John the Baptist and Jesus for sure. So what you need to do is pray Psalm 91 before you go to sleep, and then ask your guides to make sure. Yes, they've definitely wanted to divert your mail. Like Cafayette, they definitely were doing that. They didn't want you to receive the Two of Pentacles info about what they had been doing, but you're going to receive it this way anyways. But yeah, so basically you want to pray just that, you know what I did? It worked for me. Let me just check with Morpheus. Yeah, Morpheus would be willing to protect you. So when you feel like it's a dream state attack, pray to Morpheus, or just say, Morpheus, please make sure that whatever portal that I am going into in my dreams, that I don't get there. Your kids tell you, wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, you definitely. So some people, when we go into the dream state, will go into other lifetimes and we'll be living that lifetime. And sometimes we'll be doing something where karma will trigger. And then we'll come back to the waking world and that karma will still be triggered. What I feel like is happening is that when you go to sleep, you're leaving your body and some type of entity is dragging you into this portal. And then you get saved, but still you're coming back with, I don't know what type of entity these things are, but actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I had a nightmare where these things they're like kind of like ring race or something, but they were RAPing me and they were like raping me in my belly button. I know that sounds really weird, but like they were just raping me everywhere. And so I don't know why they do that, but yeah, I had to pray to get those entities away, because I don't know what in the hell. They're like faceless beings. So yeah, reminding again, checking in with the God of dreams to go, where in the hell did this shit come from? Because again, that type of behavior is actually illegal in the dream state. There are dream laws, and these demons don't give a fuck about breaking those laws. Like, I can tell you, until they have somebody like Morpheus on their ass, and then they're going to care about breaking those laws. And so the Most High is also saying that before you go to bed, it may benefit you. Well, first of all, it may benefit you to get a grounding sheet. The grounding sheet is a sheet that you put across the bottom. Well, we put ours across the bottom of the bed because that's just what Spirit told me to do. But it plugs into the wall and it has an electric current going through it. And so it's ground. So if you have a bed that's off the ground, it's grounding the energy of your bed. So you're not disconnected from the earth's current, if that makes sense. That may help you. Having orgonite in your room will help you. And then taking salt, blessing it, water, blessing it, adding it together, and just either putting it in a little spray bottle, or you can have it in a bowl and just spritz it. But you want to just go around your bed, okay, with that. That's going to keep things off of your bed, and it's going to keep those energies from trying to interact with you. Once you create a barrier, you start creating barriers, like smudging as a barrier, spraying stuff as a barrier, using water and salt. Those are all different barriers that you can use. It's going to basically put up a barrier where those energies are going to come back, because they know they're being sent by somebody. They're being sent by this Queen of Wands energies. Like, she's definitely sending this stuff. It's because you're coming into this Nine of Cups. So the universe knows that you have been due for a blessing, you guys, and God wants to give you this blessing. this deepest desire, wish granted, all that stuff. God's trying to give this to you. But God, the reason that this is happening is because God needs you to be able to defend that blessing and to hold on to it and to keep it, because God knows that people like this exist and that they will come for it. So that's why this stuff is happening at this time. It's just so that you can learn how to fight it off, keep it away, pray it away, all that type of stuff. These people that sent this shit to you are going to be, they're suffering right now very greatly. I also feel like they were, again, trying to snitch somebody out to the feds. This has backfired epically. Whatever investigation was going on, God is protecting you from that with this Ace of Swords. And that's part of your wish fulfillment. These people wanted to strip you of your protection, and that's not possible. Maybe if your protection was not, I mean, not even if your protection was just coming from like an Egyptian deity, because it's not just that. It's like you have protection coming from multiple pantheons, that these people are not, they think that they're more powerful than the Most High God. And that's where they getting shit twisted up, because that is not the case. Like, it's crazy how people think stuff like that. My gosh. And Amelia, you are dealing with people that are straight up deadheads, like their brains are dead. I don't know who came up with this plot against you, but this is stupid. This was a bad idea. I feel like some of you are more powerful in the dream state than you are even when you're in the waking world. So these demons come to you in the dream state, and you know, you'll find that a lot of the demons that get sent, they are being sent, so it's kind of like they have to come to you, but they'll just stand there and stare at you because they can't do anything. God, they literally, God has told them they can't do shit. Yes, they're definitely going through your past lives. That's absolute. God, you guys are so tapped in. This is crazy. Yes. Yes, they're definitely, yeah. Also Egypt, big time Greek, Greco-Roman times, and then Christian times as well. A lot of the stuff's coming from basically, I keep saying Krishna. Today is Krishna's birthday. I was Krishna in another life. I went to the Krishna temple for this it's a festival of colors that's happening today. And this little girl comes up and goes, "Happy birthday, Krishna," and then runs away. Oh my God, the cutest experience ever that I had there. So something about Krishna is coming up as well. That, you know, Krishna as a baby, this is why knowing who you are, knowing your power is so important. You know, he had a little baby rattle, and demons would come into his bedroom, and he would just use this rattle and these demons would explode. So that's the type of power of the divine. I also feel like you guys are in the Nine of Pentacles energy, and people are seeing that you are the Knight of Pentacles. That means that your money and possessions are going to come easily, and you are safe as long as you make sure that you are cautious and disciplined. Watch out for just the normal things that would happen, like having to pay taxes. Make sure that you are staying current on that. I also feel like this strength is coming in for you at this time. And this is an otherworldly strength. This strength is going to help you get past any poverty mindset. Like I was saying, that there was a poverty vow from another lifetime that's been blocking this blessing from coming in. And so if there's anywhere within you that you can feel that has an aversion to being like filthy rich, right? Then that's something that's still attached to that vow. Okay, God, please, can we resolve any poverty vows? We don't want anything blocking our blessings from coming in, or any other type of vow that was ever taken knowingly. And then also, God, I want to address the vows that we get coerced into taking by demonic entities while we're sleeping. And they, will be speaking to our subconscious and getting us to agree with stuff. We rebuke that in the name of Jesus Christ, in the name of all of the divinity, actually. Thank you. Okay, so that's doing our due diligence, just knowing that this is very strong. This This money that's going to be coming in is not something that people can take. This person, even these police officers are being wounded, like literally, they're being wounded in their sleep. And whatever this obsessed with your energy, stalking ass behavior, this is like coming from, okay, the majority of the people on this planet are angels that had a place in heaven. And then when God decided to turn away from the human race at the time of Noah's flood, he sent a buttload of a lot of angels, like seriously, a bunch of angels to the planet to watch for humans, right? Till God would come back. And so now that God is back, it feels like somebody's trying to blame you for being one of those angels that has watched over the earth. So this basically means that they want to extract your wisdom out of you. They want to extract the payment because obviously God pays us. Your pennies come from heaven, and that's why you're getting stuff like wealth, beauty, lovers, all this good stuff, and money's coming in. And people are going like, oh my gosh, their life is so blessed. What did they do? They completed their divine life purpose when it came to guiding the human race. So that's why you getting in your divine life purpose is so important, because I do feel like the majority of people on this planet, they are these angels, watchers, and all sorts of things that have fallen to, and not fallen in a way of you got kicked out, but you were commanded to come to the earth in human, and to come to the earth and to basically shapeshift into human form so that you could help the planet evolve at this specific time, because this is the time of the shift in the new age of Aquarius. So that's why it's so important to know about yourself at this time. That is so amazing. Yes. Yes, absolutely. That is amazing that you can be there for your children like that. That's so good, because I'll tell you what, you have got so many bloodline gifts that you've got aliens that look at your children and they're like, how can we experiment on these children? And then they see that, okay, and aliens, they do check into this shit. They're very much into genetic manipulation at this time. And so you are genetically stronger, and so is your bloodline because of the past manipulation. This devil energy, I tell you what, this devil energy can do no more to you. This devil energy now is chasing these people, and this is why they're wounded, because they chose to align with the devil and to do things that the devil asked them to do, basically. So I don't believe that the devil has like a real agenda against God, because that doesn't even make any sense. But I do feel like that God sends in the devil to punish people. And that's what you're about to see. You're going to witness these people's negative karma because they tried to create so many illusions about you. They tried to create so many illusions about you, and they wanted you to be hiding away in your shadow, not able to face the truth. You've got this Archangel Michael Sagittarius temperance energy here to help you guys move forward. And you have a new collective. This is like a new soul tribe coming in. So like, that's why I was saying, with the social media, with the influencing, do not give up. This devil energy is going to try to shadow band a lot of you, but that will only be for a time, because it's part of some type of test for you to be patient. And this judgment energy, this devil has bringing down this judgment on these people, and it's going to be a very hardcore judgment, because they really, really messed with the wrong one this time. I mean, God was very specific about these people, specifically this Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Very, very specific about these people leaving you alone. And for some reason, they've chose to continue with the fuck shit. And it makes me wonder if they didn't pay their rent, or if they're in trouble with the feds for something, or whatever else if they've been doing tax evasion or whatever else, because they really want to siphon the energy from you. And you have the power now to pull your energy back, and it literally rips the energy out of them. So these people at this time, they think that you're stealing from them or doing something to them, and all you're doing is pulling your energy back. And that these people are going to have a great awakening of how They were using your energy. Yeah, this Knight of Pentacles person definitely is going to be bringing some horrible news to this couple. About this person is somebody who tells people about themselves. So if there is any type of court case, it's going to work out in your benefit. Just be patient with it and know when to talk. Your angels will guide you of when to speak and when not to speak. And again, if this is a court case happening behind your back, just know the reason it hasn't been brought to you is because it's not even being taken seriously enough to where somebody would come forward and be like, did you do this? They fucking already know that these people are lying somehow. Yeah, they wanted to make a permanent change with the Seven of Pentacles in your financial state of well-being, and now it's a permanent change that's going to happen towards them. You're going to see these people homeless, living in their cars, living on the streets, all that crap, and you're going to know why that's happening. It's because they didn't want to give this scam up. They didn't want to give up on scamming you. And they didn't want to give up on siphoning your energy, and from basically by abusing you, they were extracting the good energy out of you to use it for their life. And now you're snatching that energy back. I pray that God snatches the energy back, pulls all the power back from these people. Any power that you gave these people in any type of way with being afraid of them or anything, we're pulling back. Yeah, it's definitely an entire cult surrounding you, Ragnarok. But that's because we know of John the Baptist. That's literally why. And yeah, Alexander the Great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I know the person that was Napoleon, but I had never met Alexander the Great. So yeah. Again, they fear your guys' capability to impact the world in a positive way, which shows me that they still serve a church agenda or a like satanic agenda or whatever, but they serve some type of agenda. And this is really, really wild because they may not be fully aware of how much this devil energy is actually utilizing them. And that's why people who are Christian who think, I don't know what people think about the Pope opening portals, but I think that's bullshit. Some people that are Christians become very righteous. They feel like they're better than other people, and that's not the case. I mean, I think there's truth in every single religion. That's why I don't like poo-poo any of the religions except for pretty much Satanism, because well, even that has some amount of truth in it, but the only truth in that is how they describe psychic vampires. That's it. Everything else is fucking retarded. And it's misinterpreted wrong. But yeah, people have a belief about you in their mind, and you're not your job to change what they believe about you. It's your job to just be yourself, and then you basically wow. Yeah, a lot of you guys have had yeah, you were definitely Ragnar Lothbrok for sure. John the Baptist, Baldwin the leper. Wow. My gosh, I just got chills reading that. Yeah, good coffee. Yeah, we don't discriminate any of the religions at all because yeah, absolutely. Like there is truth in every religion. And so I think that that's why we don't poo-poo other religions. Like we don't. But these people, they try to use religion as a weapon, and I think that that's when religion really backfires, is when you try to use it to weaponize other people. Yeah, this King of Cups energy, this is going to be somebody that comes into your future. And I feel like this King of Cups is going to be here to help restore. Like this person's just very kind-hearted. They're very loving. This could be like a father or an uncle, or maybe not your uncle, but it could be like a brother. It could be somebody. I don't know why I'm getting somebody coming back from the military. Anyways, you may end up meeting this King of Cups person, may become a great friend to you. Also, this person gives wise advice, and they may have a job for you, and they're very trustworthy. And then I also feel like they're also very giving. And so maybe this is an uncle to your children. So it could be your brother. But I get way positive vibes. This could just be a brother in spirit that's going to end up coming in for you. So I like that. Yes. And you know, the gratitude is one of the highest vibrations, one of the highest vibrations. This person is going to teach you how to be in a position of authority and to gain the respect of other people. So this could be a guru, but I'm getting more of a friend. This person may be building a bar or something like that. He may want help or something like that. You're going to meet somebody at the most random time and be like, wow, illumination. This person's going to help you shine and is going to give you some really, really good advice. I feel like this person is like a warm, comforting hug on a rainy day. That's literally how this person feels. And so you may even smell this person. They may smell like rain, like fresh rain. That's so funny. But the sun is like high personal magnetism. So if you feel like, okay, why am I not getting the traction that I'm supposed to be getting? It's because God wants you to learn this last lesson. I mean, obviously it's not the last lesson you'll ever learn, but this is not something to teach you to punish you in any type of way. This is for you to learn about how to deal with other people and how to keep your energy and your self clear while dealing with people who have bad intentions, not letting them drag you down in any way. That's the energy of the sun. Also, these people knew about your childhood wounds, and they were definitely, error in the matrix. They were definitely trying to play against your childhood wounds. I feel like that with this sun card that you have healed the majority of those wounds. You may be working on like an abandonment issue, but other than that, I feel like you have done so much inner child work that it's going to be it's that energy of that being healed that's going to bring in this King of Cups energy. And I also feel like it's going to be a major turning point in your finances because you actually are learning what you're worth at this time. You're learning how much God cherishes you. Like literally, you are so important to the divine. And with every person that you bring this light of the universe to, you basically are helping them break out of their matrix. Like you are the red pill, you know? And then you've got these people up here who are the blue pill. So this is what this is about. You are here waking people up out of the matrix and getting to them to tap into their higher selves and getting them to remember who they are. And you're also here to help clean people of their sins and their mistakes, basically by guiding them in a new way. This could be through writing. It could be through being an influencer. It could be through being a content creator. It could be through spiritual work, being a spiritual worker, light worker, all of that stuff. However you choose to do it, you're the vessel that is here with the sunshine. You are the vessel of truth and honesty. And so, you know, that's why you're going to be drawing in this person that's very, very, yeah. Yeah, you definitely have a cult of very corrupt people. They're trying to trigger your childhood wounds, Ragnarok. They're trying to trigger your childhood wounds because they feel like that's how they're going to get you to act out of character. And if they can get you to act out of character, in their minds, they think God's going to abandon you, but God doesn't abandon you because God knows your heart. Even if you get upset and you curse someone out for doing something, like that's not the most ideal thing to deal with the situation, but God's not going to turn away from you. These people are they don't know God. That's their biggest mistake. They don't know God enough to know that, very foolish people. They don't know God enough to know that God's not going to walk away from you over any mistake that you make, especially when you're willing to use temperance energy. And you've got Archangel Michael that is like, I wish a bitch would. So I feel like you may need to do a cord cutting with these people because these are people that feel entitled to your energy. It's a big entitlement energy that I'm picking up off of these people. And I feel like nobody is entitled to your energy. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're going to do the angel numbers. So the angel numbers give you confirmation about what we talked about. But you guys are going in the right direction. I feel like judgment's being called either way on these other people. You're going to watch them suffer, and it's for the satisfaction of God, because God doesn't feel like it was fair for these people to, because you're here to wake people up from the matrix. These people are here trying to put people back to sleep. That's what's happening here, is that you're waking people up and these people are going around. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The blood eagle. Exactly. If you guys don't know about the blood eagle, it was I don't know, a ritual, but it was a way of punishment that they would do to the worst offenders, and they would rip your lungs out from the back and put them on your chest, and if you screamed, you wouldn't be able to go to Valhalla. But yeah, these people are going to suffer greatly. It may not be as severe as that, because again, you have to understand that if these people could be saved, God will want them to be saved, but that has to be their choice. Exactly. Traitors against the royal line. That has to be their choice. And that's something that Odin will get involved in, because Odin's like, fuck with my child one more time. Literally try to do it again. And again, you have Odin working for you in the higher realms, but Odin's also here in the physical, like because I told you how he ascended. He is part of the trees, he is part of the forest, he is part of nature now. And so yeah, these people have a lot of negative karma coming their way. They may try to apologize to you, but I feel like it would be a very fake apology. 7777, perseverance, change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you'll need to keep going. This is exactly what I'm talking about, Becca, about, you know, it being an illusion that you're not going to succeed, or that it's hard to get monetized. Be very weary of whatever your beliefs are, because that's going to be what's creating in your reality. This says reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll know what the right next step is. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be getting a lot of confirmation at this time in your life right now. Like a lot of confirmation about the removal of these illusions surrounding your name. And these freaking Masons, like Odin is sick of these Masons bothering you guys. I'm not even kidding. Odin's like, I've had it with these freaking Masons. 1144, high vibes, because you're here to help raise the awareness and consciousness on this planet. These people run around trying to put people back to sleep so that they can sacrifice them for monetary success. There's no deity in the heavens that likes that shit. And there's nothing of darkness that participates in that. So yeah, this says divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Love and other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. Yes. Yes. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I never really pull cards for myself. But I love pulling cards for other people. So there is going to be a rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people that's going to exceed your expectations. It's going to help you keep your vibration high. And then 1010, it's up to you. So moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. This process is so necessary, you guys, because you're basically like, but you're battling the boss. You know, if this was a video game, you're battling the boss right now. And it's literally like every person that you speak to, you awaken. You're bringing the light of God into their life. 555, change, encouragement, support, obstacle, battle, calling, restructuring, and creative work. Yeah, you're going to level up. It's right now. for sure. It might not feel good initially because you have to drop a lot of the lower vibrations, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in your life for the highest good. That is the why that you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. There is absolutely a reward waiting at the finish line. 3333 social skills: hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, and enthusiasm. The problems that you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life since your luck may be about to change. Yes, it is. And it's time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. So this is just saying that remember that as you go through this process of transformation, that you are going to be tested on patience and just on remaining in the upright, because you may have people come to tempt you to do things that you know wouldn't be for your highest and best good. This could be a friend calling you that because they want to go out partying, go out drinking, or this could be somebody that calls you and tries to get you to engage in infidelity or some shit like that. Like, but there is a trickster energy that is not, like, not like Loki, but it's like a trickster energy that is a person. See, I always think that Loki is extremely wise and funny, but like this trickster energy is something that is not a human. It was never even godlike or anything like that. 2424, good times. Leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, affection, kindness. It's definitely this Queen of Wands energy in the reverse. So this is telling you that you are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. Remember to tell yourself that. Yes, it is a Mason. He calls himself a joker. He is a freaking joke. Seriously. My gosh, seriously, he's such a joke. Yeah, God does not like these Masons. He's like, what in the hell is this? Why are these people doing this? So if you tell your friends and family how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page. This is especially for if any of you come across this reading and you're in a marriage that you've been trying to leave and you think that you're staying there because to keep your family together because your children, I'm going to be the first one to tell you that your children want to see you all happy. So if your children see you unhappy with their parent, they're going to want you to be happy rather than, and that's just how children are. So, make the choices that you're going to make for you. Don't stay in a relationship for your children. That's if you were to ask, you can always test this by asking your children, what would they want? They're going to always tell you that they want you to be happy. They're always going to tell you, would you rather have me be with your dad or would you rather have me be happy? What do you think? Your child's not going to like, especially if you're with somebody that you fight a lot with, that children don't like that. It can be very detrimental is what I'm saying. And so a lot of parents think that their children it's like a guilt trip to stay together with somebody, but I'm telling you right now, your children will be happy as long as you're happy, because if you're not happy, then they're blaming themselves, thinking that they're the reason that you're not happy. And that's just the way that we think as humans. And then like as children, well, we're all children of the Most High God. 1111, wish come true. You are meeting your soul family right now. You are in alignment and you are about to have a very lucky break. Whenever you see 1111, make a wish. And so it may come as some happy news, experience new opportunities, or an exciting new acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It's not a coincidence, but it is a gift from fate. So yeah, you guys are going to be, anything you invest in now will be rewarded tenfold. That's why I'm saying, like, we're right in that new moon energy. Plant what you want to grow physically, as in if you are going to do planting, or metaphysically, like planting the seeds that you want to nourish. So we had 7777 perseverance, 1144 high vibes, 1010 it's up to you, 555 change. This is good change, drastic change, but good change. 3333 social skills, 2424 good times, and 1111 wish come true. Okay, so guys, don't forget to say a prayer to the Most High God before you go to bed, especially if you're dealing with the dream raping demons. Okay. I don't know what else to call them. And call upon Morpheus. That's going to be 2 ways to stop the dream attack. Okay. So we're going to do the names. So the names are never to name shame anyone, because that would just be crazy. There's going to be positive and negative people of every type of name, right? That's just logical. But when we pull the names, it could be somebody that you know, or it could be somebody that you meet in the future. So that's really, we've got Caleb, Tracy, Tessa, Tess, Pierre, Ava, Gina, Jean, Ashu, Alegba, Hendrik, Cora, Amy, Petey, Pete or Peter, Hunter, Brody, Beatrice, Mario, Patrick or Pat or Patty, Amber, Jay or Jay-Z. We've got Rebecca, Oshun, Grant, Fatima, Watson, Waverly, Willis, Wendy, West, Wendell, Willis, Jason, Octavio or Octavius, Violet, Valerie, Victor, Victoria, Vincent, Vanessa, Vivian, Valentino, and Veronica, Kevin, Perry, Jamal, Shelby, Natalie, Barack, Esteban, Steven, Stevie, or Steve, Carlene, Isaac, Ivan. All right, we'll go through these again. Yeah, the worst thing you could ever do is give up on yourself and give up on your dream. Even if it feels like the shit's going so slow and you're not making any progress, you still are making progress. Okay, I promise you that. It's just being, if you want to be like an influencer or a content creator, all you need to do is be consistent and it will work out. It will all work out. So we have Ava, Pierre, Tracy, Tessa or Tess, Rebecca, Oshun. A lot of you are connected to Oshun, and that's why this beauty magic that was being done, especially on you, Becca, that shit has been canceled. Ivan. So if you felt like you were gaining a lot of weight at some point, Rebecca, that was this weight magic. It's ridiculous. Ivan, Isaac. So yeah, that's something that you can always return back to the sender. Say, how many pounds was sent to me? I return that back to the sender. Carlene. Yes, they definitely wanted to try to create that scenario where you would be treated like Quasimodo. Esteban, Steven, Stevie or Steve, Barack, Natalie, Shelby, Perry, Jamal, Kevin, Violet, Valerie, Victoria, Victor, Vincent, Vanessa, Vivian, Valentino, and Veronica. Water goddess, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I love Oshun. Beautiful. She's one of the wives of Shango, who is like, I can't say that I have a favorite Orisha because I like them all so much, but Shango is the ruler over the month of February, and that's my month, and I love Shango. He's like the Thor of Africa. Octavius. So obviously I'm obsessed. But yeah, so you actually, Kafayette, you got connections to Oba and to Oya and to Oshun. So all 3 of the wives of Shango. We got Jason. Yes, he is God of Thunder. Watson, Willis, Waverly, Wendy, West, Wendell, Willis. I don't know why I had Willis written down twice on that. Fatima, Pamela or Pam, Grant, Amber, Jay-Z or Jay, Patrick or Patty, Mario, Beatrice, Brody, Hunter. These are all really cute baby names, actually. I like Hunter a lot. Petey or Pete, Peter, Hendrik, Cora, Amy, Gina or Jean, Eshu Alegba. This is another one. Yes, Ogun is the god of iron and like war and stuff like that. Caleb. But Oshun is the goddess of beauty and she's the goddess of money. So I think that that's just really interesting. Okay, you guys, we'll go ahead and clear the energy and then I'll let you guys go. But I had so much fun reading for you guys today. I feel like you guys are so connected. You're also connected to Abatala. Yeah, absolutely. 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 Yes. Oh my gosh. That Freddy Krueger was your first horror film. Mine was Scream. So, and I had nightmares about that. Like I didn't know about scary movies until all of a sudden I did. But yeah, I really like Tales of the Crypts. I've always been interested into like creepy, scary stuff. So yeah, that is Freddy Krueger is definitely a very scary concept. Like, and I totally feel like that could actually be real. Yeah, Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, I love that. For sure. Wow. And if you've seen yourself underwater, I always tell people like try to look down in your dreams and see what your body looks like because you could have been a mermaid like in that lifetime. Especially when you go into the dream state, you're going into other experiences. And so, yeah, it's so important to write your dreams down. I think that dreams are one of the most interesting things that we have to study. And the thing is like they connect with the conscious mind in such a way that when we're going through something in the dream state, we're actually, there is a correlation to what is happening in the waking life. If we can clear the issue in the dream state, it won't even show up in the waking world. That's like how important dreams are. And so a lot of us, we don't pay attention to our dreams because as soon as we get up, we kind of forget. But if you can start training your brain to remember, you are going to get a lot more out of life. All right, you guys. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Please like this video. It would greatly help. Share it if you feel compelled to share it. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified of every time that I go live. Thank you guys for all of your support, your donations, and all of your love. Oh my gosh. You are so, so loved. Really, truly. By God and by me. Thank you guys so much. I'm sending you air hugs and know that you have all the support you need. Remember to pray before you go to sleep. Contact Morpheus if you feel like you are going down that dream portal again, okay? Because you definitely don't want to keep having those experiences. It'll make every day get worse. So, all right, you guys. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next reading. Until then, peace be with you. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, afternoon, or night. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye.